minutes. Hi folks, this is G700s, and I'm bringing you another unboxing. Today what we have is we have a G700s and we have a Razer Kabuto portable mouse pad, mainly made for laptops. It's actually quite nice. I've had one before, which is over here. You can see it's quite well used. And the reason why is because it's so handy to have, particularly for optical mice or laser mice. But first let's do the Kabuto first. So we'll open it up. You can, if you want, keep the little box. It's made of top of a neoprene rubber, and it's got a really, really nice smooth surface that you use to run the mouse on. See if we can get it out the box first. There we go. It comes in this little plastic tube which you can keep if you want, but really, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. This thing is really annoying, right? There we go. Okay. Alright, and if you just come zoom in here. If you have a look at the quality of the material, this is like kind of a nylon neoprene, yeah, and it's fully flexible, so you can put it inside your bag or anything like that. Flip it over. This is a rubber that actually is quite good for holding or staying in place when you put it down on the table. You can see the Razer logo over here and the Kabuto logo over there. Kabuto and Razer. And the idea is that you can actually just stick it inside your laptop here where your screen would normally go, yeah. And the other use for a Kabuto as well is that you can use it to clean your screen, not the rubber part, but the other regular part. Because you just clean it, and then you can shake it out, yeah. And it'll still work perfectly afterwards. And the cool thing about it as well is that it's a super smooth surface. So on this mouse they guarantee you 250 kilometers of tracking, but on this mouse mat I can probably tell you that it would probably go up to about 750 kilometers, no problem. Right, so let's move on to the G700s. Okay, so this is one of the Logitech's new products. They have a wide range of performance mice in their gaming packages, and this is just one of them. I previously had a Performance MX, which treated me very well, and I've now donated that mouse to my girlfriend, who is loving it for her artwork on PC. So I needed to get something to replace that, and I decided to go with the G700s because the G600, as good as it is, doesn't have a charging option. So I wanted to get a mouse that was pretty much exactly the same as the Performance MX, but it also had adjustable DPI, you know, the charging option, all of that kind of stuff. So in the box over here, you can see it's quite a big box, which is really in most of these cases pointless, but it's nice to see that they're making it present the product, yeah. So on the front you've got the way the mouse is there, and then inside you've actually got the mouse, and you can see that there's a blister pack that it's sitting inside of, and it's got an internal cavity here on this internal box that makes up the thing that holds it. Here you can see the mouse and then the receiver. The cool thing about this mouse as well is the receiver is 1000 hertz. Yeah, so that's 1000 reports a second, which is the fastest mouse speed that you can get at the moment. Yeah. I'll just get this thing out. So as we take it out, you can see the inside of this package is just a box that's folded up. You know, and like I often think that the way that a product is presented to you, even when it's in the box, is all important. A lot of people just throw the box away. I tend to enjoy holding on to boxes. I don't know why. I guess it's the cat side of me. But yeah, no, it's just nice to see the way these guys engineer these bits of cardboard and put them together and help them hold the product they have inside. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this apart here. We've got all sorts of instruction manuals, something in here. Let's have a look at that. nicely folded together. Reminds me of when you were in school and you had to make all these complex origami folded things. These are just the warranty, the instruction booklet and stuff like that, probably for the software that's included with the mouse. Warranty information, disposal information, that kind of stuff. Over here we've got the charge cable, which is data and charge. So really what happens is if you take the little receiver out of the computer, you can use this cable to make it a cabled mouse. It doesn't really matter because the receiver is 1000 Hz, or 1000 reports a second, which is as good as a wired mouse. So there's no reason to use the cable unless you're busy charging. And that's over there, and it looks around about 5, maybe 4 feet or something. I don't know. So a meter, 2 meters. Alright, what else have we got here? This is an extension cable, so that if you are sitting on a desktop or something like that and you want to bring the USB up to this desktop, you can do that. So this would possibly extend the plug-in point of your USB cable. Let's just see how long it is. Oh yeah, it's pretty long. So it's just short of what the actual cable is, but it's just meant to bring the USB, like if you're running with a desktop that's underneath your desk, you can plug this in and then bring this to the top of the desk, and you can obviously plug in there to charge it from your mouse. Alright, next we have the mouse itself. Comes in a little blister pack here. Back in the box. What's cool about this little box as well is it's got like a very small magnet inside it, so it actually stays shut. Yeah. Alright, back to the mouse. So what you'd normally get is your unified receiver, which is 1000 Hz. So if you just zoom in on the number there. So it's 1000 Hz receiver. And then we've got the actual mouse here, which is a little bit hard to, there we go. Okay, now this particular mouse, if you look at this, I'm just going to move this cable out the way. The mouse itself is very, very similar in shape to the Performance MX, and that is another reason why I chose this mouse, because I'm so used to using the Performance MX. It is a right-handed mouse, so all those left-handed people won't have an opportunity to use this wonderful product, but like that's unfortunate. They do have some ambidextrous mice, which you can use in either hand. What's really nice here, and what it feels like, is that there's a really tactile material on the side here. There's a huge kind of grip almost around the side of the mouse. It's not smooth like it was before, rubbery. This is more grainy. You've got, apparently, let's just have a look here. "13 programmable buttons," which I don't really need. It's also got Logitech's patented fly scroll. So if you just come in here and have a look at this mouse and the scroll wheel. If you press this button over here, you can hear the click there, but if you click that, it's great, and it carries on rolling. It's great for really long spreadsheets and for really long web pages that you have to go through. I generally keep the setting in, so that I've got the click, because I need very precise scrolling. You can see here he has 3 buttons on the side, your left and your right click. You've also got another 5 buttons here, which are quite conveniently placed for your thumb, depending on if you're using it for MMOs, if you're going to use it for macros. Like if you use Photoshop a lot, you could attach macros to these. Let's say a file resize or anything like that, you can attach that to those. Here's another button here, and I'm sure that some of these buttons are meant to adjust the DPI, and I think you can actually set that up in the software. Underneath the mouse you can see it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 trackpads. These are the 250 kilometer rated trackpads. Yeah. You've also got the power switch over here, so this is currently in the on position but the battery's not released yet. You can switch it off and on. In a lot of other videos I've seen people review wireless products. They say that the batteries that go into these products are proprietary, but they're not. They're absolutely not. From the first Sidewinder that I got, all of them will always take a AA rechargeable battery, so we'll just pull that out for now. Have a look and see what's inside here. So we have an inner loop battery, which is apparently quite a good battery. This is nickel. What is it? It's a nickel something. And it's got a minimum of 1900 milliamp hours, yeah, on this battery. The cool thing about it is, like I said, you can charge it when it's plugged in, so that's awesome. Alright, so we'll just stick that back in. And overall, like, the weight of the mouse is probably around about the same as the Performance MX. It feels quite nice. And yeah, I'd say it's not even a little bit higher. I'd say it's exactly the same as the MX Performance mouse. It's just got additional features, gaming features with maybe a bit of different texturing on the surfaces. So I definitely recommend to go out and grab one of these. It has an adjustable DPI of, it says here, 200 to 8200, and that's on the fly adjustment. I don't know how many people use 8200 as DPI, so that's way too high anyway. The 1 millisecond of port rate, and the buttons are rated for up to 20 million clicks. Now that was one of the things that happened with the Performance MX mouse that I had before, was that the left click button stopped clicking or would randomly click and wouldn't stay clicked when you held it down. So I did find a video online that showed me how to take apart the switch and then readjust the switch itself, because what happens is the contactor flattens out and it doesn't have a click anymore, and it doesn't contact properly. So you can actually take the switch apart and readjust the contactor and then get your mouse to work properly again. It took me around about an hour to do that. It's a little bit of a fidgety job, so if you've got smaller hands it's a bit better. But I think if you wanted to get something that had a bit more had a larger feature set and had better software, I'd say go for the G700s. It feels brilliant. The weight is the same as the Performance MX mouse. It feels really nice in my hand. It's got all the exact same buttons that the Performance MX had. I forgot to mention that it's got the scroll wheel side click and the down click as well. So there's 3 buttons in the scroll wheel as well as the scrolling. It's just a really nice product. I've reviewed. I've had a look at a lot of these products, and this is the one that I went with, particularly because of the rechargeable aspect of it, and it's wireless. You know, I work on my laptop a lot, and I need to move around with it. Anyway, that's you want to come and have a look here? That's the G700s. If you work on a laptop a lot and you do a lot of graphics and you do a lot of gaming, I'd suggest getting one of these. Thanks for watching.